Welcome, students. We are discussing the second part of the sound of music, that is the Sahnai of Bismillah Khan. In the previous part, we have seen that Emperor Aurangzeb had banned the musical instrument pungi because of its unpleasant sound. Further, we saw the modified form of musical instrument that is made by a barber, and its name was given Sehnai. We have seen how this name was given to this musical instrument, that is Sehnai. After that, we have seen the first achievement of Bismillah Khan. Then later we see his parentage. When did he take birth? Who was his father? Who was his grandfather? We have seen. After that, we go further. The young boy took to music early in life. At the age of 3, when his mother took him to his maternal uncle's house in Benares, now Varanasi, Bismillah was fascinated. Fascinated means attracted, watching his uncles practice the Sehnai. So at the age of 3, his mother took him to his maternal uncle in Benares. Now Bismillah was attracted towards the practice of his uncle. His uncle practiced Sehnai in Varanasi, and this practice was seen by Bismillah Khan. Soon Bismillah started accompanying his uncle Ali Baks. Ali Baks was the name of Bismillah Khan's maternal uncle. So after watching him practicing Sehnai in Varanasi, he also joined him. Means he also started practicing Sehnai to the Vishnu temple of Benares, where Baks was employed to play the Sehnai. So Ali Baks was employed to play Sehnai in Vishnu temple of Benares, and Bismillah Khan also started practicing there. Ali Baks would play the Sehnai and Bismillah would sit captivated for hours on end. So here you see that in the beginning, Sehnai was used by Bismillah Khan's maternal uncle and his father, grandfather. Now in Benares, what happened? He saw his maternal uncle practicing Sehnai, and his uncle was employed to play Sehnai in the Vishnu temple of Benares. Bismillah Khan watched him carefully, and he was fascinated towards the playing of Sehnai. And Bismillah Khan would sit captivated for hours on end. So whenever Bismillah Khan saw his uncle playing Sehnai, he attracted towards it. For several hours, he listened the sound of Sehnai. He was captivated. He was attracted towards the sound of Sehnai, and he listened the sound of Sehnai for several hours. He was captivated in this activity of his maternal uncle Ali Baks. So here in this paragraph we have seen that his mother took him to the Banaras and he watched his uncle Ali Baks playing Sehnai. He was attracted towards it. He had a desire to play the Sehnai. He also started practicing Sehnai with his uncle. Whenever he saw his uncle playing Sehnai, he remained there for a long time. He remained captivated for an hour. For several hours he was captivated. He was attracted towards the playing of शहनाई. तो इस पैराग्राफ में हम देखते हैं कि बिस्मिल्लाह खान की मदर उनको लेकर बनारस आती हैं. उनके मैटरनल अंकल अली बख्श हैं जो विष्णु टेम्पल में एम्प्लॉई हैं शहनाई प्ले करने के लिए. बिस्मिल्लाह खान उनके शहनाई जब वो प्ले करते थे तो उनको सुनने के लिए काफ़ी उत्साहित होते थे और काफ़ी लंबे समय तक उनको सुनते ही रहते थे. सो हियर यू सी द इम्पैक्ट ऑफ द प्लेइंग ऑफ शहनाई ऑन बिस्मिल्लाह खान. And here we see he was deeply associated himself with the playing of Sehnai. He was attracted towards the playing of Sehnai. He was captivated when his uncle started playing Sehnai for several hours. Now come to the next one. Slowly, he started getting lessons in playing the instrument. Here instrument refers to Sehnai, and would sit practicing throughout the day. So in the previous part we have seen that Bismillah Khan was attracted towards the playing of Sehnai. Now he started practicing the playing of Sehnai. He started getting lessons in playing the instrument. How to play this instrument, he started getting the knowledge and would sit practicing throughout the day. So this is the way how he started practicing in playing the instrument, that is Sehnai. For years to come, the temple of Balaji and Mangala Maiya and the banks of the Ganga became the young apprentice's favorite haunts in places where he could practice in solitude. So for years to come, in the coming years, what happened? Balaji temple, Mangala Maiya temple, bank of the Ganga, these are the places where Bismillah Khan used to practice in solitude. So these are the places where he used to practice, he used to play the Sehnai in solitude. The flowing waters of the Ganga inspired him to improvise and invent rocks that were earlier considered to be beyond the range of the Sehnai. So he was also inspired by the flowing water of Ganga. He was also inspired after seeing the flowing water of the Ganga. The flowing water of Ganga inspired him to improvise and invent rocks that were earlier considered to be beyond the range of the Sehnai. Meaning is this: what rocks cannot be played with the help of this musical instrument Sehnai, Bismillah Khan had practiced those rocks with the help of this musical instrument, that is Sehnai. So he also invented the rocks that were earlier considered to be beyond the range of the Sehnai. So people thought that some rocks cannot be played, some rocks could not be played with the help of this instrument. He used it, he practiced it, he invented the rocks. Okay, so this was also the achievement of Bismillah Khan. So here you see how Bismillah Khan was inspired after seeing the flowing water of Ganga, and this incident filled him with enthusiasm or inspired him to play Sehnai with full enthusiasm, and he invented the rags that were considered not to be played with the help of Sehnai. He played those rags on Sehnai. He played those rags with the help of that Sehnai. At the age of 14, Bismillah accompanied his uncle to the Allahabad Music Conference. So when he went to Allahabad Music Conference at the age of 14. So here we see in this paragraph the gradual development of Bismillah Khan's practice or his attraction towards the playing of Sahnai. In the whole paragraph we have seen that where he used to play Sahnai, how and who inspired him to play Sahnai, that is the flowing waters of Ganga inspired him to invent some new rags that can be played with the help of Sahnai, and he used to play Sahnai in the temple of Balaji, Mangalamaya, and the banks of the Ganga. So these were the places where he used to practice Sahnai, and flowing water of Ganga inspired him to invent new rags that could be played with the help of Sahnai. Further, we have seen at the age of 14, Bismillah Khan accompanied his uncle Ali Baks to the Allahabad Musical Conference. इस पूरे पैराग्राफ में हम देखते हैं कि किस तरह से बिस्मिल्लाह खान जो है लेसन लेना शुरू करते हैं कि किस तरह से शहनाई प्ले की जाती है और उसमें उन्होंने अपना इंटरेस्ट शो किया। साथ ही वे बालाजी टेम्पल, मंगला मैया और बैंक ऑफ गंगा के पास अकेले बैठ करके शहनाई बजाने की प्रैक्टिस किया करते थे और जो वाटर का फ्लो है उनको इंस्पायर करता था नए रॉक्स बनाने में, जो कि माना जाता था कि शहनाई के द्वारा प्ले नहीं किया जा सकता। उन्होंने उन रॉक्स को शहनाई के द्वारा प्ले किया और प्ले करने की प्रैक्टिस की। इसके बाद हम देखते हैं जब 14 ईयर्स के होते हैं तो अपने अंकल अली बख्श के साथ वो इलाहाबाद म्यूजिक कॉन्फ्रेंस जाते हैं। Now see, at the end of his recital, Ustad Fayaz Khan patted the young boy's back and said, "Work hard and you shall make it." So, at Allahabad Musical Conference or at Allahabad Music Conference, what happened? He recited the rags, he played the musical instrument, that is Sehnai. So after that, Ustad Fayaz Khan inspired him, patted him and said, "Work hard, you shall make it. Work hard, you can make it, you can get it, whatever you want." With the opening of the All India Radio in Lucknow in 1938 came Bismillah's big break. So in 1938, when All India Radio was opened, at that time what happened? Bismillah Khan got big break. He soon became an often heard Sahnai player on radio. People used to listen the playing of Sahnai by Bismillah Khan on radio. When India gained independence on 15th August 1947, Bismillah Khan became the first Indian to welcome the nation with his Sahnai. This was another opportunity which Bismillah Khan had got. Bismillah Khan had got an opportunity to play the Sahnai when India became independence on 15 August 1947. He was the first Indian to welcome the nation with his Sahnai. That was the achievement of Bismillah Khan. He poured his heart out into Rag Kafi from Red Fort to an audience which included Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru, who later gave his famous Tryst with Destiny speech. So, in this paragraph, we have seen that what was the achievement of Bismillah Khan. Okay, he had got an opportunity to play Sehnai when India became independence. In 1931, that was very important year for Bismillah Khan. He got an opportunity to become the part of All India Radio. His playing of Sehnai was heard by the people on radio. Then he recited Rag Kafi from the Red Fort to an audience which included Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru, who later gave his speech, his famous Tryst with Destiny speech. तो इस पूरा पैराग्राफ हम देखते हैं कि इलाहाबाद म्यूजिक कॉन्फ्रेंस में जब बिस्मिल्लाह खान परफॉर्म करते हैं तो उस्ताद फैयाज खान काफ़ी प्रभावित होते हैं, उनको शाबाशी देते हैं और कहते हैं कि वर्क हार्ड एंड यू शैल मेक इट, आप कठिन मेहनत करिए, आप कर सकते हैं। और जब ऑल इंडिया रेडियो 1938 में ओपन हुआ तो उस समय बिस्मिल्लाह खान की शहनाई की आवाज़, जब वो शहनाई प्ले करते थे उसको रेडियो पे प्रसारित किया गया। लोगों ने उनकी प्लेइंग ऑफ शहनाई को सुना। और जब इंडिया 1947 में इंडिपेंडेंट हुआ तब बिस्मिल्लाह खान पहले थे इंडियन थे जिन्होंने नेशन को ग्रीट किया राग काफ़ी से। राग काफ़ी से रेड फोर्ट से उन्होंने इस राग को प्ले किया और जिसमें कि पंडित जवाहरलाल नेहरू भी थे ऑडियंस के रूप में, और उन्होंने अपना फेमस ट्रस्ट विद डेस्टिनी स्पीच भी दिया। Now we come to next one. Bismillah Khan has given many memorable performances both in India and abroad. He has given many memorable performances both in India and abroad. His first trip abroad was to Afghanistan, where King Jahir Shah was so taken, was so attracted, was so impressive in by the maestro that he gifted him priceless Persian carpets and other souvenirs. So prices, gifts were given by King Jahir Shah, who was deeply influenced by the performance of Bismillah Khan. So Bismillah Khan got an opportunity to visit Afghanistan, and where King Jahir Shah was influenced by the performance of Bismillah Khan, so he gifted him priceless Persian carpets and other souvenirs. The king of Afghanistan was not the only one to be fascinated with Bismillah Khan's music. So King of Afghanistan was not only the person who was attracted towards Bismillah Khan's music. Film director Vijay Bhatt was so impressed after hearing Bismillah play at a festival that he named the film after the instrument called Guj Uthi Sehnai. So Vijay Bhatt, director, was also impressed after hearing Bismillah Khan. So he named a film after the instrument Guj Uthi Sehnai. So here you see, that was the impact of Bismillah Khan's playing of Sehnai. King of Afghanistan was impressed. Film director Vijay Bhatt was impressed, and he was so impressed that he named a film after the instrument called Guj Uthi Sehnai. So that was the impact of playing of Sehnai by Bismillah Khan. So here in this paragraph we have seen the impact of the performance of Bismillah Khan on King Jahir Shah, then King of Afghanistan, then film director Vijay Bhatt. Okay, so these are the impact of बिस्मिल्लाह खान से प्लेइंग ऑफ शहनाई। तो इस पैराग्राफ में हम देखते हैं कि बिस्मिल्लाह खान जब शहनाई प्ले करते थे उनका इम्पैक्ट क्या होता था। उन्होंने बहुत से परफॉर्मेंसेस दिए हैं भारत में और भारत के बाहर भी, और इन्होंने पहला मौका मिला था, पहली बार ये अफ़गानिस्तान गए, उन्होंने वहाँ पे प्ले किया शहनाई, और वहाँ का जो किंग है वो बहुत ही ज़्यादा प्रभावित हुआ। किंग जाहिर शाह इतना प्रभावित हुआ कि उन्होंने उसको पर्शियन कारपेट गिफ्ट में दिया और सोवेनार्स भी दिए, कई अन्य वैल्यूएबल प्राइजेस भी उनको दिया। इसके बाद जो है फिल्म डायरेक्टर विजय भट्ट बहुत प्रभावित हुए, और इतने प्रभावित हुए कि उन्होंने एक फिल्म का नाम ही रख दिया इस म्यूजिकल इंस्ट्रूमेंट के आधार पे, जो थी गूंज उठी शहनाई। हम यहाँ देखते हैं कि क्या प्रभाव रहा बिस्मिल्लाह खान के द्वारा शहनाई के प्ले किए जाने पर। लोग बहुत ज़्यादा प्रभावित होते थे। दैट वाज द इम्पैक्ट ऑफ द प्लेइंग ऑफ बिस्मिल्लाह खान्स शहनाई। Meaning is this, whenever he started playing the शहनाई, everyone was impressed. Everyone was impressed by his performances in India or abroad. Okay, so that was the impact of his playing of शहनाई, and we have seen the achievement of this personality, that is Bismillah Khan. Okay, thank you.